Proficiency in Sentence Writing Subjects and Verbs, Lesson 5 in Introduction. On this sheet, different than Lesson 4, you're going to have to identify sentences that have the following structure. And I'll look up where my mouse is. Each sentence below will be structured SVV, not SSVV, not SSV. So what I mean by what I'm saying right now is that each sentence will have one subject and two separate verbs, a pair of verbs. This subject, the one subject might have multiple words to it, but there's one main subject. There's one word that is basically the narrowed down, trimmed down subject. This verb might have multiple words to it, and you need to identify all of the words of that verb. Then there's going to be a word like and, somewhere between these two, and you're going to have another verb. So here's a quick example before looking at the madness of this. The boy runs and jumps. And that's the structure of all these things. So keeping in mind some of these things that we've kept in mind before, let me get rid of a couple things here. Okay, so the subject of number 1, it's really easy to find. It's just a person's name. So Sally, that's the S. There's a verb. There's that word and, like I was talking about. And then another verb, played. What's nice about this is it's really simple for you. Well, that's not what I wanted. This is really simple for you. So we've got an S over top of the subject. That's the complete subject. It's just a one-word thing. This is just a one-word verb, so it's nice and easy. There's another one-word verb. So Sally swam and played. Sally swam and played. That's how you do this, SVV, and you get 100% on that one. The next one, I'm going to identify what the complete subject is. The complete subject is dog. So a two-word subject. The one word that is the subject is dogs, is the simple or main subject is dogs. Verb number 1 is had barked. Now you need to find a word and. There's the word and. So then after that's going to be the next verb, slept. All right, so when you're doing this, you're going to put V's over top of things. This one needs some lines because there's a two-word verb. Well, it's not cooperating. There we go. And then the second verb just has one word, so we just put a V over top of it. All right, so everything you get on this sheet is going to be SVV. Now, based on what you did in lesson 4 on questions, sentences that are questions, you need to try and reorder the sentence. I'll do that right now really fast. Reorder the sentence to be normally ordered. So subject first, then verbs. This is a question sentence. So what you do is this. Now, one thing to be careful of on this, and I probably should have put it over here, is that the second verb here, the second verb on this in this situation is not just Jane tell him the news, because that doesn't actually make sense. It's Jane did tell. So when you're going through this, you're going to identify subject, Jane. Your first verb is did call. Just going to put a V over top of that. And your second verb is different. Maybe I'll color it differently for you. Purple, that'll work. Did tell. There's the second verb. The word did is being borrowed for the second one. Each of these verbs should work with the subject individually. So Jane did call, Jane did tell. So it's a pair of verbs. The word did is being used twice. Good luck.